What's up, everybody? About to do this video about Brother Ben X and Malcolm Flex TV having a conversation about Kevin Samuels, and we're gonna see some things that was very irritating about people when it comes to this discussion. Let's watch.
Mr. George, what you done found the clip? Is that
I'm
what you?
pulling it up right now, brother. I gotta find his lives. He does a lot of lives. It was a live a little while back, but just give me 1 second. I'm looking it up right now. I promise.
Bro,
you,
turn the ceiling fan back on. I was liking watching it spin.
The Oracle. Are you Sister Muslim T, Muslim Girl T? The Sister is it the Oracle? Is that?
No, I'm from a different sector that also talks about Kevin, and I just wanted to weigh in a little bit. Just a quick question, you guys. How many of you guys realize that Kevin has a criminal background?
So did Jesus and Malcolm
How
X.
many of you guys realize that Kevin Samuels does not have a license?
Neither did Jesus.
It's just a question. It's not a rebuttal.
Okay. I was aware that people had put his criminal background online. So yeah. I mean, I guess I was aware about that from the video. I didn't know if he had a license or not. I never looked that up.
David Duke doesn't have a criminal record.
I'm a mental health student in graduate school. That's why I asked that question. Let me ask you this. How many of you guys realize that Kevin has no formal training in relationship matters? Any type.
What is that? What is this motherfucker came here to hate. That's all she did. She just came here to spread negative news. We already know who she gonna be. Let's keep it going.
I'll say it like this. Has he been married before?
He's been divorced twice.
So he been married and got divorced. So that's
twice.
To me. Now this is just Brother Ben now, because I know some people say they only trust people who never got a divorce. To me, if you've been in relationships, there's some experience there. You done learn something from them experiences. So he may not have a degree per se with that experience, but he got some experience. I done learned some experience from just being in relationships.
No, I wasn't challenging anybody. I was just asking a yes or no question.
That was no.
Just to get a feel for everybody, to see where you
started off being disingenuous. This ain't going too well.
Question,
right? Bless you, Oracle.
They saying this is genius. She's just a flat out liar. You're not just asking these questions. You're not just asking questions. You have picked every single thing you think people be like this. What? We shouldn't listen to him. Kill him.
As grown women, the question would be, because the question would be, why do they call in?
Right.
They call in because they have low self-esteem. Would you refer them with low self-esteem? The only reason why they're calling in is because of low self-esteem. That's it. It's no rhyme or reason or guessing.
Let me ask, ma'am. Have you ever watched this show?
Hold on. Let her finish.
Let her finish.
Truth teller.
Hold on. She needs to clarify.
Truth teller. Okay, she gonna clarify, but let her finish. She gotta finish her point. You cut her off. Go ahead, Oracle.
Well, she just said low self-esteem.
Go ahead, Sister Oracle.
Yes, I do watch your show. Okay, so the reason why these women come up, I've been watching Kevin for about 1.5 years now. From the time he started, on this trek away from the cologne. We have something in common. I've been invited to his show on numerous occasions. I've declined them all because I already know I wouldn't make it through the first second. So,
you're right about that.
Okay. So what I'm getting at is that I get you guys to agree with his tactics on how he handles women. So it'll be useless for me to come up here and trying to defend low self-esteem women that calls into his show. Because you're right. It's like, why are these women calling into his show knowing that that's how he's going to handle them? So where do we go? Anybody. Where do we go from here? If we already know, I'm not done. Hang on. If we already, I go ahead.
No. If you weren't done, sorry. Go ahead. I was going to answer the question for you.
Yeah, we already know that these. I'm sorry, I talk loud. I have my fan on. I have a humidifier. Sorry about that. We already know that he is going to be Kevin. We already know the women are going to call up there and get whatever they can out this man to try and understand a man and her.
Bro, I don't know what the hell this Uncle Geoff guy is looking at right now, but it's starting to blow my mind. That nigga look like he is thinking of something so goddamn hard right now, but it keeps slipping away.
Her life, men in their life, or whatever the case may be. We already know that, right? We're not going to agree on how, as women, this is a women issue because he strokes the male ego. He gives the male what he needs, but at the same time, it's at her detriment to further damage her ego. That's my point of view. I have a right to that. I'm not saying you should think that way. I'm just talking for me.
And that we should be quiet and not hit that back. That part. Like
No. Go ahead. Go right ahead.
I'm gonna hit it back. Hold, can I go?
Yes,
Can I
please
go?
take a good hard swing. Just don't miss it.
Well, hold on. I'd like to make a statement first.
That was very
Everybody
knowledgeable of you, Uncle Jeff, but I'm listening to Mr. Truff, and that's the problem with some men. Some men are just violent nature. Okay,
Yes.
go ahead, sir.
You know what makes you guys know, most people, you guys know what makes a loser a loser? A lot of people think a loser is a loser because they don't win. A loser is a loser because they focused on everything but winning. This is our problem. Because everything you just said has nothing to do with building the Black family and being successful. It's a waste of time if it's not for that purpose. And I don't know why even the ladies that call that fight Kevin Samuels, not the ones that get advice, there's no point. If it's not to be for the success of your community, it's a waste of time.
He's right.
That's it.
There it is.
Period.
All right, Uncle G, go ahead, because I got a question.
Sister Oracle, if I may ask, I'm gonna ask a few. You know where I'm going with this since you watch the show. How old are you?
Oh man.
If I may ask.
You.
Hello.
She
Sister
said she
Oracle, are you there?
has the first couple seconds. She don't want to be on this show.
Oh, okay. Well, here's my point. My point is that most of the people who have a problem with Kevin Samuels,
Motherfucker, you. Oh, I would clicked her off right there, right there. I guess her screen froze. You don't get to choose not to answer shit when you ask people questions. I would kick so many people off. And when I kick you off, I'm gonna have like a whole 5-minute session of me picking at you. I say, you gonna come on this goddamn webcam in that dark ass room. We got look. I think you're bald underneath that shit you got on your head. That's what you look like. You look like a bald-headed, thin-lipped, thin-eyebrow motherfucker who thinks she's Muslim, but then she changed her mind every weekend. I served 10 years. You're good. You need to be away from the public for like 10 years. People like you just piss me off. She's the type of person that I would hit in the back of the head a full thing of cereal, like a cereal box, not open it at all. Hit her right in the back of the head with it. Fuck out of here.
I would like to say, for reference, I found the clip of Kevin Samuels saying that mathematically, Black women are on the opposite end of the attractive spectrum. Give me 1 second.
You know, beauty is subjective. That's another fallacy. Beauty is not subjective. That's why we have the golden ratio, the Fibonacci equation. Right. You can look at facial symmetry and see that. That's right. Beautiful people, you can map their facial structure, and it goes to a mathematical calculation. Oh yeah. Beauty is universal, and the thing is, we're talking about Black women. They are on the opposite end of the spectrum on all grades. Facial symmetry, even to the way to Black women are starting to look more masculine. And this one, you start putting up.
Did he not say what I said he said?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. All right, sir. All right, sir. I didn't hear what he said. All right.
I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell y'all.
Play it one more time.
Sister Joyce is right.
Why should I play it one more time? Y'all not hearing what he said.
Yeah, we got context. Start it a little bit before and let us hear the full context one more time.
He said black women are on the lowest across the
What part of that is not true? What part of that is not true?
I don't need
Josh, you have a strong echo.
What was said, brother.
Here's the part. Here's the part that's not true, if I may. Here's where Sister Joyce is right. That's exactly what he said. What's missing, because I happen to have watched that podcast, is if you go back just about 4 minutes, he is discussing how the modern black woman, the average modern black woman, is bigger than the average football player.
He didn't want to play that part, though.
Okay, but that part wasn't discussed. The triangle, the symmetry he's discussing about the face,
that's an actual equation.
Come on.
Guess who fits that? There were some people who fit that. Iman fits that. What's the sister from Black Panther? Jet black and fine as hell. What's her name? Lupita Nyong'o. She fits that. Halle Berry fits that. What's my sister from How to Get Away with Murder? Dark-skinned sister. Hell, what is her name? Good Lord. Dark-skinned sister. Hell of an actress. Jet black with nappy hair. She fits that. Now, fast food makes up most of your diet. If you can find a way to say grace over ham hocks, then she's probably not he was talking about you. If you can find a way to defile the temple that the Creator has given you to live in, it's not yours, you're borrowing it, by the way. If you can find a way to defile that, then he's discussing you.
And now she's gone. Look at that.
But
Gone.
you don't have that part. You conveniently cut out the other part. Now, I challenge you, sister. Go back 5 minutes to the football part. Just go back 5 minutes and you will find him discussing how sisters eating processed food, not knowing how to cook, not taking care of their families, treating their bodies like they got a spare one in the closet, gets them to this point where
they're the only female in America that does
it. Whatever about any people other than black people, because look at other people.
Yeah, she's doing it.
Across, that's what he's doing.
Doesn't.
Yep. Told you. Oracle doing it again. You one of them. You one of them. She 100% gonna call Uncle G off, or like truth teller. She gonna call them gay. She gonna call them gay. I know she is. Y'all do it. Yes, I am literally gonna just put them all in the boat. They all do it. Read my comment section. Bitches got the nerves to call say that I'm gay. It's like the craziest shit ever. You can't help them. What you need to do is gather them all on a boat. You gather them all on a boat and send them to an island, and then you tell them all get off the island. Get back in your boat. Go back. Get a gang of Spartans, come back, and then tell them we're having a hunt. And the hunt is for them. I'm realizing there's no helping a lot of people. And it's not just females. There's a lot of niggas too. There's a lot of niggas who be doing this.
It doesn't matter, sis. That's the way that's the difference between man speak and
it's just a question.
It's like Spanish and Portuguese.
It's like, why do we have to argue about a question?
Here's why.
Like the second time
I'd like to answer that. What has happened is that the emasculation of the black male in this country.
I get you angry.
Almost done.
So what happened to my question?
What happened to your question? It got put in the back. Now, if you have some patience, I'll get to it.
What was your question?
Is the black woman the only woman in America that eats processed food and that is obese?
She's the only one
just
that black people can give a damn about. I don't give a damn about Asian women. I don't give a damn about Portuguese women. I don't give a damn.
But the way he put it is she's the only one in comparison.
Hold on, sister. One second. Real quick, 1 second. One thing that we got to understand about what he said, though, is that he's comparing black women to other women. So that's why that's relevant in this particular conversation, because compared to other
No,
women.
he's not. He's not.
No, he did.
He's not.
He did not.
He's not comparing black women to other women. He's comparing them to. He's comparing them to a particular.
True. Hold on. True. We can't even have a civilized discussion.
But you're not. You're being disingenuous. You're not saying the correct thing.
We can't have a
Come on now.
civilized
Be
discussion,
honest.
bro. If you don't
That's
cut
not
everybody
civilized
off.
if you. That's not civilized if you're not being honest.
Brother, be respectful.
It's called selective
You're right.
hearing.
I will.
Be
You're right.
respectful.
Hearing what you
Don't be respectful to a motherfucker who ain't listening. First off, I don't even think Malcolm Flex watched the video. So how's he gonna give his input? You are actually supposed to cut liars off in the midst of them lying. Or you supposed to cut off an ignorant person in the midst of them spreading ignorance. And Oracle's just a liar.
want to hear, because you're ready for the fight and the argument.
I'm gonna call you on it, though.
Sister Oracle, one second. Let me say this. Let's get back to what the brother said. He's talking about the golden ratio and how black women are on the opposite end of the golden ratio. So I want to talk to the sisters real quick. Sister Carrie, please forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. Sister Bina. Okay, yeah. So I want to know what's y'all interpretation of what the brother said about black women being on the opposite spectrum in regards to these other races of women. We can't hear you.
Yes, Sister Bina, we can't hear you.
You on mute. We can't hear you.
Oh, go ahead.
You can unmute yourself.
I agree, and I'm in California, and I've been saying it for the last 20 years here.
You think black women ugly?
Oh no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that because I would say I'm ugly.
No, I mean like like you think we the black women are the least attractive? Because now I may be wrong, but is that not what he mean by on the opposite side of the spectrum in talking about beauty?
I didn't say that.
That's not what this nigga is saying.
I think of myself as a beautiful woman.
When did Kevin Samuels say this? When? He said you are on the opposite of the golden ratio. Men golden ratio is backward under the triangle. It does this. Your shoulders down to the penis. It gets slimmer. Your back does that. Women's is the opposite. From your hips all the way to your small shoulders. Women's own did this now. It's supposed to be like this, but now it's doing this. Why they keep saying he did not get. I'm sorry, Kevin Samuels. I don't know if there's any helping. I don't know if there's any helping people. Especially if you don't. There's no helping. We're fucked.
So
what do you think Kevin Samuels is saying when he's describing it and say black women are on the opposite?
I think a lot of them got a very nasty attitude. They talk excuse me, they talk vulgar. They masculine. There's no femininity in them.
But in that case, I think he was referring to the look.
Yeah, he was talking about symmetry of the face and the beauty.
Yeah,
I think
he's talking about the
For
look.
that part, yeah.
So can I clarify now?
Yeah.
I don't want to cut anybody off.
Before we answer, what did he mean?
That is a
What do you mean is the symmetry of the face? Well, a lot of black women are overweight. They don't eat right. I'm over here, I'm making lamb, I make curry goat. I eat well. I have a husband to provide for.
Okay.
And I'm gonna recommend that my nieces do not just vote Democrat and not to be a feminist and to listen to Kevin Samuels because he is our uncle and he is giving good advice and the right advice. If you want to be single and overweight and unmarried and a single baby mama, then keep listening to single baby mamas.
Yep.
So brother True, before we go to Sister Carrie, real quick within 30 seconds, what did he mean so we're not confused and not taking anything out of context? When he say black women on the opposite side of that scale, what did he mean in 30 seconds? Come on, give it to us.
You gonna give this nigga 30 seconds? That's disrespectful, brother Ben. On Ben X, that's disrespectful. I believe it is, because all these other motherfuckers been going on like doing whole monologues.
Ready?
Yep.
They are literally on the opposite side of the spectrum. It is a formula, a calculation of your facial structure. Some people fall on one side, some people fall on the other based on those calculations. That's all he said. You guys are putting in context about how he's talking bad about black women when he's talking about a formula
But if
that he
that's the
didn't
case,
develop.
black men fall in that same spectrum on the other side because there are a lot of big black men.
Hold on. You're right.
There are a lot of
Hold on. But you're right. You're right. Not disagreeing.
I mean,
Not disagreeing.
It's disrespectful as hell that so-called King Cam and Brother Ben X is just letting her do some shit like this. Everybody keep telling this other nigga to let them finish, but when motherfucking you know, the old lady off of Ernest Scared Stupid start talking, when she start talking, just let's all laugh and just think what it's cool.
I'm not disagreeing. But hold on, let me finish. They fall on that side of the spectrum. He didn't make the formula. He didn't build it. He didn't determine who falls where. Now, the Oracle, black men may fall on that side of the spectrum. What that has to do with this conversation, I don't know. That's what Kevin Samuels would call sign language. I don't know why you deflecting.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Now we're going to
have a relationship by herself. He's talking about a relationship with her and another guy, and a high value guy at that.
Okay, it's a formula. We got the answer. It's a formula based on whoever came up with the rule, and that's the rule. So forget that formula. Basically, forget if it ain't talking about beauty and how good they look. All right, it's just a formula. The good formula, having the right structure may make you look like a bulldog. So
that's true.
So numbers are racist. So he's saying numbers can make you like a bulldog. He literally said, Uncle Jeff literally told you that Holly Berry, the lady off of the How to Get Away with Murder, they called another lady off of Black Panther. Oh, so many there's ladies who fit the golden ratio, and you gonna just say let's forget the numbers because you niggas want to make big bitches and old lady Hackmore over there feel better.
The troll is getting stronger. He has one child already. By now, the tree.
That was her name. That's her name off fucking the show. Old lady Hackmore over there. Y'all want to make her feel good. Now look at her. Got her mouth open. I know drool is coming out. Bro, everybody on this whole thing is just now pissing me off. I feel bad for Uncle GF and Truth Teller because they're not actually listening. Oh yeah, so pretty much what I'm finding from this thing is that black people like we pretty much lost, yo. They literally just kept saying, hey, fuck, we don't care. We don't care. It's like Kevin Samuels might have said this, might not, but we gonna just act like he did say what Lady Hackmore over there said. That is the most annoying shit I have ever seen in my life. As y'all can see, I get annoyed very fast. That one's for you, niggas. All the niggas on that panel just pissed me off. I can't stand King Cam. Stop telling niggas not to talk, but then you let fucking Lady Hackmore over there start speaking. Who's the other nigga name? Malcolm Flex, bro. You didn't even watch the video. You giving now your deep thought to something you don't even know about. I'm sorry, Truth Teller. Sorry, Uncle GF. But what can we say? Brother Ben, I guess numbers are racist. Formulas are racist. How? 2 + 2 must be racist. It can't be 4. It gotta be 6. It gotta be 6. Ain't that right, Tasha?